purchased St. Mark back in the 90s and started revitalizing the church. I was delivering Meals on Wheels back in the 90s over here, and saw the old building dilapidated and beat up and purchased it from the AME Church, Bishop Ming. This neighborhood is really important to me as it is the last opportunity to really develop healthy, sustainable communities in the city of Atlanta, especially for underserved population and blacks. When you look at the empty housing here, you look at the empty buildings, you know, creating a system or a formula for changing people's lives, to me, is where we should be.
When I had the opportunity to first really start working with Mother Moore and Pastor Winston Taylor, one of the big things about it is, how do we take this space? How do we do this? How do we make historic preservation a part of a conversation traditionally has not really been inclusive in these kinds of areas? And so by pursuing the landmark status of the city of Atlanta, what you're doing is you're really saying, not only are we going to acknowledge this on the city level, we're also going to let everyone know culturally why it's significant. And when you take something like the National Register, which is a more federal broad, local landmark really identifies it as a city landmark. It's something that's particularly unique to Atlanta. So it seems only fair that something as special and unique as the city of Atlanta would have something like St. Mark AME Church to really signify and represent what this space is, what the city is, and what the experience this area is.
We're really taking our cues for the role of the St. Mark's Church as a catalyst in the redevelopment of English Avenue, you know, from the members of the community who have been championing its redevelopment for a long time. That's been led by a not-for-profit called the Beloved Community Inc. that's led by Pastor Winston Taylor. And they imagine the historic, now landmark protected status, St. Mark's Church serving as a placemaking for the whole neighborhood. So different activities that could occur, you know, at St. Mark to support the revitalization of the neighborhood. This was, you know, at one point, decades ago, a very vibrant, thriving corner. And so our vision is to bring it back and restore it to the way it once was. And what's really important as a part of that vision is ensuring that not only is it mixed use, so you have different activities occurring at this corner, but also mixed income. So a range of affordability will be delivered, you know, as part of the revitalization effort. You know, right behind me is the yellow store, which the West Side Future Fund has purchased, and we're going to redevelop that. On the second floor are 4 units of apartments, and we're going to develop those apartments in a way that'll be affordable to members of the community, and then activate the downstairs to both serve the community through some type of grocer and restaurant in alignment with the reactivation of St. Mark's.
The restoration of St. Mark's is just a wonderful example of the goals of Atlanta City Design. And one of the pillars of Atlanta City Design is preservation of our history. Not just our written history, but of our historic places and our historic buildings. And St. Mark's is just a beautiful building, even without the roof. It's a wonderful example of how we can preserve and repurpose parts of our history and our historic facilities. So there's a real opportunity there to fold in the work that we've begun with our partners on English Avenue to make mobility improvements and infrastructure improvements, improving the sidewalks, improving the roadways, making them safer, creating a sense of place as part of broader improvements that we plan to work with the larger English Avenue and Vine City community.
The wall was an economic marketplace that Nehemiah built that would create a basis for all of the people to thrive. For me, that's what I think that St. Mark is, and again, that's what I think that has to be brought to the community, is economic opportunities and development and growth that everyone can thrive.